I found a crumpled envelope on my living room floor with my name scrawled across it in Alex's neat handwriting. Inside was a meticulously detailed list of groceries he claimed to have bought for me over the last month, but not a single item matched what had been consumed or missing from our fridge and pantry. Why would he make such a record now? Panic set in as I recalled his recent calls with his new boss at his accounting firm. Every conversation ended abruptly, with an awkward silence that made my stomach churn. As the day wore on, each unanswered call and text from Alex grew more unsettling. His behavior since landing this high-paying gig had been erratic. He'd started coming home late after long meetings, often looking strained and secretive. And now this cryptic note: "Meet me at Mama Rosa's tonight, there's proof about what really happened." The phrase, "what really happened," sent shivers down my spine. I couldn't shake the feeling that something sinister was unfolding behind closed doors. Alex had always been careful with money, but lately his frugality bordered on obsession. He'd begun scrutinizing our bills meticulously and even started tracking all household expenses in a spreadsheet, down to the last cent. This grocery list seemed like another piece of a puzzle I desperately wanted solved. Determined to confront him head-on, I showered quickly and threw on an old sweater before heading out to Mama Rosa's Italian restaurant downtown. The place was bustling as usual, but I spotted Alex sitting alone in a booth by the window. He looked up when he saw me approach, his eyes flickering nervously. "Hey," he said quietly, gesturing for me to join him. "Thanks for coming." I slid into the seat across from him, my heart pounding with dread and anticipation. "So, what's this proof you mentioned?" Alex took a deep breath before pulling out an envelope filled with documents, receipts, bank statements, emails exchanged between him and his boss. As he flipped through them one by one, I felt like the rug was being pulled from under my feet. "These are all our expenses over the past few months," Alex explained, voice trembling. "My new job, it's not just accounting anymore. My boss started asking me to cover some of their company costs personally." I stared at him in disbelief as he continued, revealing how his employer had been pressuring him into laundering money through our shared bank account and claiming false expense reimbursements. The grocery list, it turned out, was a ruse, an elaborate attempt by Alex to keep track of all the fraudulent transactions without arousing suspicion. "I didn't want you involved," he confessed, "but I can't do this alone anymore." The gravity of his confession hit me hard, yet something in him seemed different too, like a weight lifted off his shoulders. We spent the next hour going over every detail: how we would report his employer to the authorities, the legal steps we'd need to take to clear our names. Leaving Mama Rosa's that night felt like emerging from a nightmare into reality. Armed with evidence and a newfound sense of clarity, Alex and I were ready to face whatever came next together. The initial shock had given way to determination. Betrayal had paved the road towards justice. Back at home, we sat side by side on our couch, sorting through legal documents under a warm kitchen light. Though it was only the beginning of our journey, there was an unspoken understanding that no matter what lay ahead, facing it together would be easier than going it alone.